See what our volume tells us. Okay, volume is pointing down to the downside. Like we got a nice move coming up. I'll break this down even more really quickly. So we got a nice bearish candle coming here. We had coming off of a double top here. We had a double top pattern. So we could have took the trade off of this. It gave us followed a nice follow through. Broke through the 50-day EMA, 20-day EMA. Gave us the retrace. This is where I got in the trade. And we're taking down. So I'm waiting to call off another signal. I'm going to send a signal in the group to sell this. But right now, if you guys can see, I'm doing pretty good on this trade. It just instantly tanked. So that was a nice trade I just took. And I hate I didn't send it out to the group because I started to send it out, but I didn't. I called a meeting. And I meant to take AUD USD as well because you see how AUD USD and AUD JPY is doing the same exact thing. You know what? I might take my money real quick. Let's see. 15, 30. So my thinking when I'm in the trade, a lot of people wonder like when to get out, how to get out. I'm looking at how big the candle spreads is. You see how it was smaller going up and now there's a big, nice candle. So I possibly could hold this trade. I still got 6 minutes in the candle and try to see what it's going to do. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get out. I'm going to get out this trade. Hold on 1 second. Can y'all still see my screen?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
I want to get out, but I want to get everything I can. I'm already in profit, so I'm not going to take profit. Okay, so I'm going to take profit there. I'm going to wait for it to kind of break back down, and then we'll get back in the trade, and I'll call it out in the group. But you see all the CADs are doing some of the similar stuff. Audi doing some of the similar things. So we're going to see what this next candle gives us. Not this 5 minute, but this next 15 minute. And we may get into a trade here. Okay. I primarily use like naked trading to make a decision to kind of see like structure points, higher highs, things of that sort. We're getting a rejection kind of off of this area. Where's my tools at? There we go, right here. So we want to see a break of this area, and then we'll go down to the next level. We take into account that our EMA, we're under the EMA on the hour chart. So as we zoom in, we work our way down. We're starting to see what type of candles we're getting. We got a wick here, so I'm gonna wait. But then I can go ahead and throw my overlay on where I'm looking at the indicators to kind of see what's going on as well. So this is just looking like a pullback, small pullback to me. Small pullback, small pullback. So I'm probably gonna bounce off of some of these resistance areas. We broke an area and we're looking to see if this is gonna hold. So we'll see if this area here is gonna hold. That's the wrong chart. I got a nice surge of volume here. So they pushing this price down, just trying to correct itself. We're at a value area. We can look at like our TDIs. We see that that's starting to point down. Or excuse me, that's a currency strength. Our TDI is kind of slope or oversold. This is only just a 5-minute chart. So we go up to we want to get a broad view of everything that's going on. So we want to jump from chart to chart, time frame to time frame. I'm seeing that it's going down. It's kind of getting over sold in their eyes, which I hate that saying, but there's still room it can go down. And as we go to a higher time frame, you'll see that there's still a lot more room for this thing to drop. It's at the top of it. It's been overbought. So like we'll go to daily, we'll see it's been kind of overbought. So that's that. So what I'm doing is building up confirmations. I'm using a checklist again. Number one, I had the double top. Number two, I had it underneath the 50 EMA. Number three, I seen it was at like a previous resistance zone. Number four, I had volume come up. So the more confluence and confirmation, the more high probability of trade. And that's how you guys can catch some of them runs like you just seen how I caught that long candle. It was up here, came up and tested this EMA. Bam, we off to the races. We caught a nice trade there. I want to say it was about, I had it stacked, so it was about a little bit over 100 pips. Caught 100 pips in a 15-minute candle. So this is like strength meters I use. And this week we're gonna go real heavy, and I'm gonna come in and I'll break down the technicals and some of the tools that I'm using. You guys can feel free to start playing around with them, back testing. Last little thing here I'll show, and then we'll jump at 2 more pairs. And I'll ask you guys if there's any pair you want to look at real quick, because we can see if we can get any entry. Right now it's Hong Kong session, so the only thing that's really going to be moving is JPYs. If you guys notice, I got all my JPYs right here on the screen, so I'm gauging the strength. If I see them all go down, then I know JPY is strong, and I know these other currencies are weak or weaker. So now I can start comparing, doing the comparing contrast. Okay, I know JPY is stronger than all these currencies. So now I just got to see which one of these other currencies are stronger than each other, and I compare them together to figure out which way, to help me figure out which way the market's going to potentially go. And ladies, let me know if I'm speeding through too fast. I need to clarify anything. But like techniques like that, like the currency strength, is gonna be golden as you start getting it down, because it's gonna stop you from being all over the different currency pairs. You'll be able to kind of tell where the money's going and where you need to be taking your trades at. So last one real quick is we'll look at EJ. My markets. Yes.
Can you go over your like review checklist, I guess it's called? You started out with double top and then